I hope you guys are doing amazing. Good afternoon, good evening from my end. 20 minutes past 8 p.m. right here in the 254. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, a wonderful Monday. Hope you're ready for the week, like I am. And of course, for the conversation that we have aligned for you here right today. Karibuni smash out to everyone who's live with us on YouTube, everyone on BitChute, everyone on Rumble, everyone on the radio station, and to everyone who's also catching up with us on the show page as well. Karibuni sana. My name is Joby to all the first time listeners, and of course to all the returning subscribers. Karibuni sana. Hope you guys are doing great. Today, shall be talking about Fat Joe. I don't know what's really happening with Fat Joe. Personally, I've not seen the information. Shout to Keith. He has lots to say about this. He shall be guiding us on that. Personally, I'm not aware if Fat Joe was supposed to be headlining the BET Awards, but that's basically what we shall be focusing on later. But we shall be talking about what's happening in some parts of Africa, some of the headlines that did take place during this particular weekend. We shall be talking about also, of course, what we were discussing on Friday, the Los Angeles wildfires. And we've seen, personally, I've seen over or during the weekend that the expected cost to cover all these damages is supposed to be actually $150 billion. And we have the governor who also came forth to talk about actually where the local people are the one who's supposed to figure out how to put out the fire. And this is when it comes to the water. We saw some billionaires actually own a big percentage of the water access in this particular region. We shall be discussing about that. But along that, I also have another video talking about one of the amazing conversation personally I love having when it comes to our artifacts in Africa that was stolen, and why people, I love the way they always, it's the confidence for me, and that they go ahead and say how this belongs to them, how we need to borrow it. Of course, we've been seeing it happening where African countries like Ghana have borrowed their own artifacts that was stolen away from them, like, hey, can we have this for a moment? And yeah, they're supposed to be returning it. So I have a video that I'll be sharing on that, and then talking about also us as Africans, some of the criticisms that have been literally passed, or rather, I'd say hate, where we've been projected towards self hate. And we have this lady, she is actually very common on TikTok, or rather, majority known on TikTok. A very amazing, dark melanin, beautiful lady. And she talks about some of the words she's been called, and talks about embracing our own color. And that is basically what we shall be discussing about today. So karibuni sana. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're looking forward to engage. I see Joe Mosquito. Jumbo to you too. Hope uko poa. Uko fiti? Uko fiti, Joe Mosquito? Since you know Swahili, uko fiti? Kindly answer that back. Uko fiti? I also saying that Joby Fat just said he created hip hop. Come on. Okay. Okay. That's what's up. Give me a minute. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. He created hip hop. I always hear kids sometimes, most of the time, see him going after Buster Rhymes, if that is his name, right? Buster Rhymes. He also claims about hip hop, something like that. I don't know. And then he's a Jamaican. I don't know. I don't know much about this all artist. Okay, personally, consider me as a Gen Z, a Gen Z. So I get to learn majority of the things I'd say also from you guys, literally. But also see saying, Joby, don't try it. Okay, try what? Try do what? But let me share this video here as it gets started of this lady here. I'd start with something I'd say positive about us, concerning us, and which I've seen, of course, majority of the times I've been. There's so many black people, including Shmani has spoken about this myself. We've seen where there's favorism. I don't know if in America it happens the same, but in Africa there's favorism when it comes to literally the dark skinned people. Personally, I've faced where you'd see light skinned people being much more favored. I've spoken about this a couple of times. Shmani has also said she's faced the same. If you hear also from maybe most of the ladies who come here for the interview, they'd also say the same. If you're really super dark skin, I don't know why it is a problem, but I love the fact due to the awakening that we have. Of course, people are learning to embrace their own skin color. But before that, we've had Nollywood, the Nigerian movies, which have been used highly to promote the skin bleaching in Africa, which has also promoted to the high cases of course, cancer. Because if we look at actually the cancer rates right now, they're really increased in Africa so much. And if you look at the treatment courses, they're really very expensive. Personally, I'm a victim of having a cancer patient. My mom have said that, and it took us literally a lot of money. And still, at the end of the day, we lost her because also the treatment we're being given, number one, is not even what we're supposed to be using. We have organic or literally natural herbs that can help us deal with all this. But let me share this very quickly as we get started, and of course, give my own points on this and go through a few comments.
I was once called Satan.
I guess you guys are familiar with this lady. If you are actually if you are on TikTok, I don't want to say a TikToker, but if you literally are on TikTok, I bet you've bumped into. I think she's Ugandan. This is not the first time I've seen her video, her talking about how she's faced criticisms, especially from white people, even fellow Africans, being called monkey, and all kinds of sorts of things.
Because Satan is black. I was once called Shadow because I am too black. I was once called Darkness. Still because of my skin color. I was once called a monkey. Yes, this is my story. It took me years to fall in love with myself. The beautiful Angela you see, the beautiful Namobilu you see.
And let me tell you, it is actually very sad. I'm sharing this because I remember personally growing up, I've had such neighbors. I've had, or I've had people or maybe children who'd get this kind of criticisms because of their skin color. Let's say because maybe you're living with a single mother who has had issues with, of course, the baby daddy. Now the kid is gonna be facing a lot of actually hate coming from the mom, and to the point where it affects now even the skin color, because you'll find the kid is being told, hey, you look just exactly like your father, you're so dark. Like, there's that negative, or I don't know, there's that negative image of yourself being given, and which it is also reflected towards or symbolize, so they symbolize or similarized with your father. So it's just so sad. So sharing this, I'm trying to look at it because it doesn't come actually from just white people or your friends or maybe colleagues. It starts even sometimes from home. I've seen this. There are mothers who are gonna actually torture their children, or maybe just use their skin color to just actually attack them as a way to get to their dad. I don't know if you guys are getting me, but I bet you do. But shout out to K Williams in the building. Shout out to John Mosquito. John Mosquito, I see you saying Buster Rhymes said sweet potato pie was invented in Jamaica. Y'all, I don't know what's up with y'all and food. Can we just stop with this arguing with food? I don't know, jollof and all that. Black people, we invented everything. Can we just what's up? Can you just share the recipes? Like it's crazy, man. But as Mosquito says that the girl in the video is Swila. She has a mixed baby. Okay. I unsubscribed from her channel as soon as I had. You had or you saw. There's a difference, okay? Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important. John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. You had or you saw. Clarity is very important, John Mosquito. clarify kindly. I also see K. Williams in the building. Karibu sana, you're doing amazing. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. I hope you're enjoying your lunch break and free you as well. Shout out to Jiba Jaba in the building as well. Karibuni sana. Hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. For those who are not able to catch up earlier today on my show, sharing this video of this beautiful lady here. She's talking about sometimes it's so sad because it starts from home, not just from the white people, not just from John Mosquito, apart from just from that, from knowing everything. Sometimes just look at it and maybe the way I'm describing some homes where children will face the attack of their color, especially if they're growing so bad, because the kid, before they gain their own confidence, you've killed their own self-esteem, which you're supposed to be boosting them as a parent.
Was because they don't see me until I smile. But right now, you tell me nothing. I know who I am enough. That I'm beautiful, it doesn't mean I'm better than other people. I fell in love with myself, with all my flaws. I know that I'm not perfect. Work on skin is black.
Yeah, but that's it. Just a way to start the show, family. Okay, just a way to remind you who you are as a black person. All right, okay, just a way to remind us, because I've seen this and it's sad that our self-esteem is really killed at a very young age. I don't know if you guys really understand how deep, especially the skin bleaching, is affecting Africa right now. If I talk about this, the cases of cancers again are really on a high rate. They're increasing day by day. This is because of the self-hate projected towards us as Black people. It's not just women. Let me just clarify that. Not just women. If you look at actually a country like Congo, a country that we see billions of people being displaced left, right, and center, where resources are being stolen, benefiting the rest of the world. These people have also been projected with so much self-hate. The men, do you guys look at actually Congolese music, to be specific? The men are so much deep into skin bleaching. So just a reminder, as a Black person, you as a brother, as a sister, sometimes the yeah, it's sad maybe to curse it has not been okay. So pardon me if we are buffering, but I'd say literally that's a good way to start the show. A reminder of who you are as a Black person, and to just pass, literally remind your kids, remind your people who they are, to stop sometimes hating on themselves. That is basically what I'm saying as we move on. But yeah, on the next video I wanted to share is here of these white people arguing about, of course, our artifacts. This is a topic personally I love talking about, because it's the privilege that white people have when it comes to everything that we own as African people. It's just the audacity, the nerve, to the confidence too, how you just claim something as if it's yours. So let me share this very quickly as we continue.
These artifacts, who do they belong to?
They belong to the museums where they are now.
Where do Africa's treasures belong?
Now imagine this headline differently. Imagine if it said, "Where do Germany's treasures belong?"
But if they were stolen,
No, they were not stolen. It was looting, yes, but there were the looting of war was legal.
I don't get this distinction between
Yes,
looting and
yes.
stealing.
No, it was stolen if you want, but in the 19th century, in the 18th century, in 17th century, during all the wars, art was stolen. So we must give back everything or nothing.
The courage to say we were wrong. The courage to say about art acquired illicitly, this is not ours.
And more of this, these works of art, when they were taken, if they were not taken, they would have disappeared because many of artifacts, African artifacts, are made of wood, and wood it was not made to be kept, you know, so it would have disappeared. They became works of art in museums because Europeans said it's art.
This position is paternalistic arrogance of the most stunning sort. It is also lacking in basic logic.
Literally.
Since when has the basis of ownership been taking good care of what is owned? Much of what we call African art are also documents that tell stories, that these are objects that are religious, spiritual, sacred.
And if you want to come back on this, why don't you come back 19th century, 17th century, 16th century? You cannot stop. You don't know where to stop.
Obviously, I don't think everything should be sent back to the countries from which they came. Not everything was stolen. But those things that are sacred, those things for whom people were killed, those things that have in them the stains of innocent blood.
Exactly. And that's why personally I say I love talking about this topic because it's really, really deep. If you look at some of my previous shows where I've talking about the stolen artifacts of Africa, it's so deep, so spiritual. And I always have a very big objection of our current presidents even trying to reclaim our stolen artifacts because, number one, they're not even themselves clean. They don't even understand what they're claiming back because you're not even a leader. You're not even connected to the people. So how can you be spiritually connected and understand what you're trying to ask for that was century back stolen from us? You know, I always have a big objection of we had Nana Akufo-Addo trying to ask for the stolen artifacts, which of course were not given back, but loaned to us. And this is what this white guy is saying. He's going to say it like, we're not supposed to be given, but just loaned our own stuff. I don't know. Let's continue.
Should be returned.
You know, how do we get African kids to see their own artifacts?
Yes, you can do this, you know, in French museums and Africa to organize exhibitions. Yes, it's okay to send them to Africa, but they must return to the French museums where they belong.
Europe has defined.
Yeah, so our stolen artifacts are not supposed to be returned back to us. We're supposed to be loaned back our own stolen things. This is just so crazy. Why people globally, why people just have this privilege that I tend sometimes not to understand. You know, it's crazy if you try to trace the history of the existence of these people and how they behave. It's really amusing, really phasing how you can end up being this animalistic and you don't care. That's just the crazy part. You don't really care. But John Mosquito is saying we can't keep crying about complexion anymore. We should know by now that we have the best skin on the planet. Well, I'm not going to say that's what is being taught right here in Africa, just being factual, John Mosquito. That's not what is being taught. Trust me, light-skinned people are still seen as the most privileged people. Trust me, like light-skinned people, ask Iwaton. Maybe if she can explain it maybe better or break it down. Or maybe she might not see it the way we see it, but it's there. Light-skinned people are viewed as if they're special, you know. Our complexion is just, it's a problem. Like, it's a problem. But I do agree with you. We should from henceforth, like, know better and all that. But also see Jibajaba says that my connection is sketchy today. Our internet is not okay. We're using data, so of course I might be buffering and all that, but I hope we're gonna be able to reconnect and get to each other well. Also see Jiba says, I don't care about degrees of color, it's your mindset. I agree with you too. And John Mosquito says that the Congolese bleach for no reason. It's just as bad as their dressing. Be better, John Mosquito. Come on. Be better. I also see K. Williams is asking what's up with Ghana giving all these white people citizenship. We discussed on that last week. It's just up to us as African people where we need to understand people are claiming territories, and we need to wake up and understand our lands are being taken away from us again. The same land that they claim is poor is the same land that they actually want. Jib also says, my granddad was high yellow and he had no delusion that he wasn't black. Okay, I get you. Of course, I understand that, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't really know how to explain, but it's there. Trust me, it's really, really there. I also see saying that bleaching is of course, and also see Jerome Mosquito says it's not just art, it's science and hidden mythology. William says we are surrounded by enemies, including within. I agree. And I also see Jiba says okay. And as we continue on the next conversation, I want us to continue with. I don't know if Mr. Black or Fire is gonna be able to join us, but I hope so as we get to continue. On the next conversation I want us to have is of the Los Angeles fire, of course, which during the weekend I saw information that the damages are supposed to be costing. By this time it was 52 billion. This was on Friday evening after our show, I guess. But the estimation of the damages right now is supposed to be 150 billion. And we also had the governor, of course, who came forth to talk about the whole situation. And he said that the local people are the ones who are supposed to figure out how to, they were the ones who are supposed to figure out how to put out the fire. And don't forget, I did share a video on Friday, which kid spoke about the commoners. Let me not forget the commoners, who is so own majority of the percentage of the water in that particular region.
Last night in the hydrants, I was trying to firefighter on this block. They left because there was no water in the hydrant here.
The local folks are trying to figure that out. I mean, just when you have a system that's not dissimilar to what we've seen in other extraordinarily large-scale fires, whether it be pipe, electricity, or whether it just be the complete overwhelm of the system. I mean, those hydrants are typical for 2 or 3 fires, maybe one fire.
With the water, obviously, in a
system that's not just.
And I remember on Friday we were having the argument. Shout out to Sister Sinovia. She was talking about the governor was supposed to be also blamed. But I want to go through the majority of the comments here, and I see someone says that pretty sure you will find his net worth has gone up substantially in offshore accounts from all this, and I bet so. Because these people gain from all this, of course. This Hegelian dialectics, should I say that? And I also see someone else says he needs to be charged with negligence. And also during the weekend, of course, I saw many tweets that were going viral. Some people are getting mad because of the mayor being blamed, which Keith, of course, said she's supposed to be blamed. Sister Sinovia, shout out to her once again. She was like, nah. Also, the governor is supposed to be blamed. But also see someone else says citizens have to take him out. Enough is enough. Another one says that the guy is smiling. Reminds me of Gates' habit of smiling at every inappropriate moment. I mean, literally. And then it's just the audacity of even taking an interview in front of this. For me, I was just looking at like the nerve. Don't you even have like, couldn't you go somewhere else where the fire settled? Like, It's just lack of empathy, humanity. I don't know how to even say it. Why would they? Okay, fine. Let me just continue. I'm gonna read the last two comments over here. And also see someone else says he lies, he doesn't care about the people in California. They're just trying to make a smart city soon. Of course, that is the 15 minutes cities that we've been talking about. And I also see the last comment, someone else says he can't whistle his way out of this. He should never be able to hold any public office again. They all should be held accountable. They all should actually be held accountable, you know. Because I was even surprised to see, because I bet of course majority of you saw we had the Mexican firefighters who came, we had the South African firefighters who also came along, and the question is, I mean, thank you, but at what minute are you coming to help? Thank you, but at what minute are you really coming to help? That's the question personally I really had, you know. That's the question personally I really pose. But I also see we have Joe Mosquito says, okay, I'll ask chicken salad. Okay, wow. All right. All right. SSC Jim Observer says that the US has the paper bag test. If you're darker, you're frowned upon or less respected by majority of the society. Well, I bet then it's a global agenda set up like that, of course. And also Sijaba says, I'm with you on the perceived privilege. And John Mosquito says, Joby, you should do a show on colorism and its relationship to the global caste system. I'm gonna do that. I'll try this week and see if we can do that. And also CJ Bajaba says that this FBA's raised $2 million for Tariq's comedy club. How much will be raised for Altena and the black section that was banned? That is a good question. But we also had multiple of the companies. Let me pull out this. We had multiple of the companies which came forth and donated of course some of the what they could. We had some companies that came up. We had Uber Eats that donated food. Let me see if I can pull out this article very quickly. Which company? Okay, I know we had Uber Eats, we had Skims, which other? We had what's the name of this actress? We had Halle Berry donating a whole closet. So let me pull out this. Let me try pull out this. We had the Airbnb. We had some of the brands that actually came out to promote rather to donate to the community, or the people who actually did, of course, go the loss on this fire. We had brands that actually did help the community in Los Angeles. We had the Airbnb. We had Skims, which was donating clothes and other necessities to families affected by the Los Angeles wildfires. That is under Kim Kardashian. We had Airbnb, which is funding free accommodation for LA residents displaced from their homes. We also had the Shake Shack. I don't know if you guys know that, but personally don't know that. But it was offering free food to evacuate residents and first responders. We also had the Uber, which was offering to evacuate free rides to emergency shelters until January 15th using the promo code wildfires. And we had Lyft, which was offering rides to people evacuating their homes. And we also had the Planet Fitness, which opened access to its facilities to any LA citizen impacted by the fires, regardless of being a paying member. And we also had the Yeaster Boys, which is offering free bagels, I don't know, badges, something like that, and food trucks to the firefighters and people who have evacuated their homes. And I think last but not least, we also had DoorDash, which gifted $150,000 of community credit to get food and essential supplies deliveries immediately. So that is what I saw, what was happening during the weekend. So shout out to those who could donate. Of course, so many people have lost their homes. I had Zenobia on Friday. She was arguing that majority of these people have lost their homes are rich, but not really. I remember one of the videos I was sharing on Friday. This black guy was saying, I don't know if you guys got the sentence, but I remember him saying the firefighters came, but they couldn't help him. And he understood because they have so many things to do. But I'm like, they came to you, they were supposed to help you first. You need help too. But they had to rush to the white communities to help them, you know. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know, but let me know what you guys think about that. I also see we have Jerome Mosquito. Jibba says okay. Yeah, we had South Africa firefighters too, Jerome Mosquito. I saw that was on Friday. South Africa firefighters. Let me see if I can be able to pull that. But we had South Africa firefighters. Actually, they came in style. They came dancing. Let me see. LA Fire Celebrity Chef Sandra. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let's continue. Let me see. Crew for Mexico City wildfires. Oh, so we have the Mexico. Let me see if I can. Okay, yeah. So we have South Africa. Here, the South Africa firefighters.
Will South African firefighters be sent to help with the LA wildfires, similar to their deployment in Canada on July 26th? The quickly advancing Kenneth Fire began in the late afternoon in the San Fernando Valley, near the West Hills area and close to Ventura County. An immediate evacuation order was issued as the fire approached the wealthy neighborhoods of Calabasas and Hidden Hills, where celebrities such as the Kardashians reside. Will South African firefighters be sent to aid in the LA wildfires, much like their deployment to Canada on July 26, 2024? These South African firefighters are now headed to Los Angeles to assist with the wildfires, and we hope their help will be greatly needed.
Yeah, so we had the South Africa firefighters, we had the Mexico firefighters as well right here, but we have been joined by Mr. Blackout Fire. Karibu sana.
Yeah, hold on, Joe.
Help is coming from all over the world. Firefighters from Mexico. They'll join local crews and firefighters from around the state and the country in battling the fires.
Yeah, we're blessed. The Prime Minister in Canada called, reached out. Foreign Minister in Mexico reached out, offered assistance. You're seeing that assistance right here from Mexico. Our Canadian partners are coming in Monday. We have all the Western states that are providing mutual aid, 9+ states. Yeah, so they're going to go to Beaumont, to our mobile station, where all of our partners, international partners, and other state and federal partners all go for orientation. They're dispatched. It's a command.
Being personally still, despite all this help, I still don't even believe his route was sending any firefighters. That's a funny one, Jibba. I see. Despite all this help, personally, I don't even believe none of this, because why did they have to wait 24, 48, 72 hours till everything has burnt down, to call Mexico for help, to call South Africa for help. You had literally, you could do everything at the right time. Despite us understanding, that's why I was speaking about what Keith was explaining on Friday, the commoners. We've understood the people who control the water and all that. And we know all this is planned. So you want to tell me the fact that you now know there's not enough water, and the governor says the locals had to figure out what to do with how to put out the fire. So you call the firefighters the last minute after everything has burned. For what help? What is it going to help? Of course, it's going to calm the situation down, but people have already lost their homes. People have lost everything. People are starting from scratch. This is just insane. Personally, when I saw this, I was just like, no, this help is just too late. This is too late. This is all just them trying to play like they care. You've had the governor, the local people should have figured out how to put out this fire. So, lol.
And Center with the U.S. Forest Service, with CAL FIRE, State Office of Emergency Services, and LA City and County. And that will organize about a 5-6 hour orientation, safety orientation, make sure they're hand in glove. A lot of these guys are hand crews.
Exactly, John Mosquito. Don't they normally sprinkle water from helicopters to put out fires out of this? Exactly. Like, I thought so, you know? I mean, and then you just had to call Mexico, South Africa last minute. It's not making sense to me. It's not at all. It's just not making any sense to me.
Them likely to Palisades tomorrow, and we expect to see them out there on the front lines as early as Monday.
The National Firefighter Coordinator says Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum urged them to come help. She says those crews will be here as long as it takes.
Well, the governor's office breaking down the massive response to these fires. Governor Newsom says the state has mobilized more than 12,000 personnel. That includes firefighters, National Guard members, highway patrol officers, and transportation teams. On the ground and in the air,
I was trying to explain. Pause it for a second, Joey. Pause it for a second. Pause it for a second. Like I was trying to explain to Zenobia Friday, guys. My voice was gone. I couldn't do shows this week. My voice was gone. I mean, completely gone. After that show I did with, I guess because I was yelling on that show with Zenobia. My voice was gone. So, Altadena, guys, is a black neighborhood. Yes, these houses are worth millions of dollars, but only because of the property values went up. These people are not millionaires. And Altadena was completely burned down to the ground. Was one of the first black neighborhoods in the United States that didn't have red line. That's why a lot of black people moved from the South in the Midwest to California doing what they call the Great Migration, because they were allowed to actually own homes and buy homes, and they weren't cheated. So that whole Altadena neighborhood has been burned down to the ground, right? That whole black neighborhood is gone. Now, those houses were bought 50, 60, 70 years ago, your grandmama and them homes. Can't nobody afford to buy them homes today. They cost them millions of dollars. They can't afford, because everything that went up in prices. So those guys were completely wiped out. So, you know, Karen Bass, Karen Bass is horrible. So everybody's coming out about her. I've been said she was horrible. And so then we were trying to defend this rotten broad. Suppose she's a black woman nonsense. So this is indefensible. Because we know Gavin Newsom running for president, you're done. And nobody gonna vote for you as no president. They're gonna always bring this up. Because you were that golden boy, you're done. And you got two white Jewish individuals, of course they Jays, that control most of the water in California. How is this even possible? How you got two Jays owning the majority of the California water rights? Because it's corrupt. And these people run this planet. Everybody see this craziness happening. You know, straight crazy talk. So the devastation is irrefutable. The devastation is just absolutely crazy. You can't. This kind of devastation, guys, it's unimaginable. So I don't know. What you can say or what you can do to justify this kind of negligence. Like I said, no fire should ever be out of control. Like I was trying to teach to Sonova, everybody saying what I've said about fire breaks, how they never trimmed it, they didn't do any controlled burning. They didn't do any of this. So this is absolutely crazy. You know, so you said you've had a drought in California for all this specific amount of time. And you know your city's dealing with a drought. You're supposed to make fire preparations because you know there's going to be a wildfire eventually that breaks out. That's baked in the cake. That's baked in the cards. That's going to happen. So for you not to take these precautions, but look, this is on purpose. This is incompetence on purpose, guys. It's not an accident. Okay? Don't listen to any propaganda. Oh, what could we have done? This incompetence. No one is this stupid. No one is this stupid. That you're this stupid on purpose. No one is this stupid. And so this is the billionaires having a war against the millionaires. Billionaires don't mean nothing. These are the people that run the trillionaires, really the trillionaires. So they have declared war on the population. They have declared war on the population. And so this is what you have happening. Because this doesn't make any sense. Say it again, Joby.
I'm sorry. I'm just going through the comments here. I'm just laughing.
Yeah. What the comments saying on that video you showed?
John Mosquito. I was talking about the donations that were made during the weekend. We had Uber Eats. I've just mentioned a couple of the companies that were able to donate food, accommodation to the Los Angeles affected people. We had Skims, Kim Kardashian. We had Airbnb. We had Shark Shake. We had Uber Eats. We had Lyft. We also had the Planet Fitness. We had the Yeasty Boys. And we had DoorDash. And we have John Mosquito here saying, Halle Berry donated her ex-husband. She donated a whole closet, John Mosquito. Get that correctly, kindly. And
what ex-husband we talking about? She got like 4 ex-husbands, don't she? Go ahead, Joby, go ahead.
Zaba says Airbnb said no refunds if your destination got burnt up. Well, said no destination. No, said no refunds if your destination got. Okay, damn, that's crazy. Also, John Mosquito says Okay. Thank you, John Mosquito. I don't know about that. I also see Jabba says that the Nation Guard is barring people from returning. From returning. You know they stealing their shit. Okay, and I also see K. Williams says a lot of Black people lost their homes up there. Yeah, but it's not really that seen on the news. You see only white folks being shown majority because it's only one video I shared of one Black person who got to be interviewed and still they didn't get help. Like I've explained, you had them. If you got the information very correctly, that guy didn't even get help and he's like, I understand. I mean, what about you? You know, Black people. That's when I started with that video. You need to always consider yourself first. Jibba also says one Black man said, God didn't care about us some. I don't know. Sometimes when Black people, when we're affected or when they're affected by things, they just start blaming God. That's when religion enters the door. You know, that's when you start thinking about Jesus and all your problems. When problems are there. But when you're thriving, when everything is good, you need to stop that. It is stop there. Also, see, Jabba says, yeah, K. Williams, the neighbor's houses was untouched and he's burnt down. That was his reaction. God. I think I have the video. I think I do have the video. Let me see if I do have the video right here. Because he also surprised me. I mean, it's like, yeah, here it is. I have the video. Like, thank God my house isn't touched. I understand the firefighters that could go help other people.
What's going on?
Hi. I was told that my house burnt down. I drove up. I needed to see it. I wanted to get some clothes for my son. The entire neighborhood is burnt down, but somehow my house does not even have a scratch. There's no fire damage. I went in, but the house next to mine is still on fire. So I'm going around begging.
I feel like Black people are the best eyewitnesses. They bring some comic in it, which is just so sad, you know? Because, okay.
Anybody to come put out that fire to protect my home.
Because there's no water.
There's no water pressure. I tried to turn on the water myself.
Now listen carefully. He's like, the firefighters came and they say they can't help me. They have to go to other places. And I understand. What you mean?
Tried to put it out, but I have no water pressure, so I have no way of putting it out.
So you and your wife are just trying to go get bottled water? What?
Yeah, so my wife went to get bottled water. I'm going to meet her down the hill, and we're just going to try and throw bottled water on it, but I don't know if that's going to work.
You need a lot more than that. And so the firefighters said that you're basically not on the list right now?
They said they had a list of places to go. They're spread thin. I understand. I really understand.
Yeah, I know. But...
So they came, if I'm trying to understand this correctly, he was not on the list of among the people who are supposed to be helped by the firefighters, but they came, right? But didn't help him still. Nah, you gotta do better. If I'm getting this correctly, this is crazy.
So you're just begging somebody, if anybody's got water and can help, you're about a mile down the road from here. Tell us your address.
I'm at 615 East Los Flores Drive, Altadena, California, 91001.
What's going on?
Hi.
Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's happening. Like, unless I'm the one getting that, it's really funny, but that's really, really funny. Shout out to you, K. Williams. Have a great day to you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. That is crazy. You know, we need to do better. We need to start considering ourselves. They were there, but still didn't help him. It's sad. Also, see, Jabba says he okay. And also see John Mosquito says, don't they normally? I think I read that and I said yes. Jib also says at this point, get the water from the ocean. Who cares if it's salt? They border the ocean. I know, literally. They could have figured out a way how to do that, but they just wanted the whole place burnt down, you know, problem, reaction, solution. So that is what is literally happening. I also see Jabba says incompetence has no color in 2025. And I also see, yeah, that is what's up. And as we get to continue, Keith, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that's not exactly. That's not doing any incompetence. Exactly. He found out you're black, and he got there. Oh, this a nigga. Hey, we got no. Hey. We got more important places to go. And if you guys remember, about a month and a half ago, I was talking about the secret tunnels in California. I told the whole city underneath the ground, coming from that Getty Museum. And a lot of these damn trap doors are starting to be found, right? Because they would just show you the basement, but underneath that goes like 10 stories down, but underneath there's a whole city. So now they're finding the damn tunnels that go from the Playboy Mansion, all these tunnels, which are way underground, are now starting to be exposed. And like I told you, there's a whole city, guys, built underneath LA. There's a whole city underneath there where the elite have been doing some things. That's where your adrenochrome harvesting, all your stuff is underneath that LA. There's a whole city underneath there, guys. Whole city underneath LA. But they thought they was gonna go there and they're gonna blow up the world and they were gonna be able to be safe. I think it's one in Denver too, but around the world, not just like independent bunkers, but a whole bunch of damn bunkers, right? So that's what they finding out as this place is burning down to the ground. It's you know, it's absolutely crazy that this place burned down to the ground.
So some people are saying they should be happy because all the DD evidence is gone. Same thing I see Jason saying Puff Daddy Mansion, or Puff Daddy Mansion all of a sudden went into the flames.
Yeah, P. Diddy's got a mansion over the summer. Did it get burned down to the ground too? Yeah. Starting to be suspicious, huh? Starting to be suspicious that mansions are burning down and all other kind of nefarious stuff. Sounds suspicious. So, all kind of mansions burning down to the ground. But, like I said, this is not incompetence, guys. Nothing happens like this by accident. There's no accident here. It's not like, we know what we're doing. We completely messed up. We don't understand what's happening. Nah. There's no such thing as this kind of incompetence. There's no such thing, guys. This kind of incompetence does not exist. You can't be this stupid on purpose, right? Can't be this stupid on purpose. So that's what's happening. And so now they got the Africans out there where they're going to pay hardly nothing to go out there and risk their lives for white people that can't stand them, the racist white people. Africans always try. Yeah, well, there you go. They love white people, so there you go. They're out there. Yay!
They're excited,
Yeah, I'm coming to help my white daddy. Yay! Yay! So if you get burnt up and die up in it, it doesn't matter. I was helping my white daddy, and that's how things supposed to be. Shout out to you, white daddy. White daddy.
Well, as we get into the first Joe story, we are waiting for you, and I also see Jason here saying. John Mushiri says that they're saying that the tunnels are related to the sex trafficking, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Juba is also asking a whole city, a confirmation. Yeah, you can hear kids saying it's a whole city. Jason also says, plus Fox been hearing underground explosions. He also says, seal up them underground caves and crap. Okay.
But see if they can't. See if they can't. See if they can seal them up. That's the question. See if they can seal them up. So, exactly right, Joe. Can they seal them up? I don't know. It's a whole city underneath LA, guys. That's been hidden away forever. The whole city has been hidden away forever. So, that's a dirty little secret. The whole city under there has been hidden away forever. So, that's what we're talking about.
I don't know what you really wanted us to talk about, Fat Joe, because
okay, Fat Joe. I want to talk about Fat Joe. So yeah, Joe, we don't know anything about this. So Fat Joe had a shitstorm about a month ago, trying to explain that these white Hispanics had anything to do with the development and the beginning of hip hop. So they were trying to lay claim to something that had nothing to do with them. So Fat Joe had been called out on it and said, "Hey man, you had nothing to do with you had nothing to do with the building of hip hop. It's completely African American. Your people." Remember every time we create something, guys, they would call it jungle music. They would always call it jungle music. Say, "Oh, this music is jungle. This music is terrible." Everything for Africa is called the jungle, Joe. This is that rotten jungle music. I didn't even see no jungle anytime I was in Africa. But anything called African music, it was called jungle music. Okay, so
I get it.
Yeah, so everything we create, that's what I told you. We got to now start gatekeeping. Shout out to the black lady. I see a black Hispanic. So I don't blame the black Americans for now starting to gatekeep their culture when these people try to steal your shit. Because remember, all Latino culture, guys, is still African culture. What they call Latino culture, that's the Africans who went to the Spanish, who were enslaved in the Spanish-speaking areas. So it's still African culture. And so, like I said, now you see all these white Latinos doing African music, making all the money from it. That's why we always got to get rid of the M&Ms. Black people always nice. Now everybody to our culture, the culture vulture, and then make money off of us, then talk shit about us. Because that's our psychopathy, our niceness, and not guarding what's up. Because remember, our culture becomes everybody's culture. We can't start doing no Chinese shit or no Japanese shit. They say, hey, that's our culture. What you doing? And rightly so. So we're the only people that have allowed people to facilitate themselves within our culture who have nothing but disdain and contempt for us as a people. Right? Having disdain and contempt for us as a people. And so Fat Joe came out and said, oh, the Latinos were there. We were 50-50. We helped create it, and it should be considered ours too. We should be considered founders and the creators of it. So we know it's a lie, because they were always called jungle music, and they would listen to what they call Latino music, which is really African music too. But I'm not going to claim that, because I'm not an Afro-Latino. I don't speak Spanish. So I'm not going to claim something, that was not mine, even though it's still African. I'm not going to claim that. I'm not Afro-Latino. I'm a black American, so I'm not going to claim something that had nothing to do with creating. Even though I think African people should claim all their music, but I'm not going to claim that, right? So Fat Joe and other people trying to tether onto our, I hate that word that Tariq uses, tether onto our culture and claim it, and then call us racist for claiming something we created that knowingly everybody knew these music was created by black Americans. Of course, remember, all music was supposed to get stolen from us, right? When we created jazz, they tried to steal that. When we created, it was ragtime, jazz, blues, country. So when we created country, if you guys don't know country music, so when you get these morons said they don't know they're African, country music comes from Africa because the instruments are African. The banjo and the violin come from Africa. Those are African instruments. Okay? Hold on, Joe. So those are African instruments. So, but we laid country down. So when Beyonce went back and picked it up, white people go crazy that we were trying to steal their culture. See, they were gatekeeping what they call their culture, and it wasn't theirs. Country music was created by black Americans, but we had put it down and let them have it. But when Beyonce tried to come back and do country music, she was told, what the hell are you doing? And that music was hers to begin with. And so we've had a disrespect. Rock and roll, we created it. And so a lot of these Jamaican morons, like a Busta Rhymes and KRS-One, trying to claim that they had something to do with creating it. We knew that was a lie too. Even though Joby likes Jamaican, we don't listen to that Jamaican shit. And not to put it down. I should say that Jamaican music. We don't listen to it, okay? Not to put it down, but we don't vibe like they do in Africa with it. We don't vibe with that music. Okay? That's their music, and it's cool. But we had the Jamaican music that you listen to today, that still came from us. And the Jamaicans were being honest, telling the truth, that they took our music from the 50s and 60s and then changed it into something for them. We didn't try to claim reggae, even though we know the influence. It's like I don't try to claim that piano shit that Joe listens to, but I know that came from us. That's house music. Anybody that knows, you listen, you know it, but they know that's house music, which we created. So, but I don't claim it. They put their own spin on it. Shout out to them. And just like the Jamaicans that came up with their reggae, that's them. Joby loves it. I don't dislike it, but I couldn't listen to reggae all damn day long. It's just not my thing. But here you now try to claim something that you know was never yours to begin with. It's absolutely crazy. So the Jamaicans were giving us the disrespect. Not all Jamaicans. I'm like a few Jamaicans, because I can't say not like a Slick Rick, but Busta Rhymes and these other morons were trying to claim hip hop. And hip hop started from DJing. If anybody knows DJ music, we create what you see all over the world with the turntables. The Black American created that. That's undisputed fact. Nobody argues with us about that. That's almost, you can't argue nothing about that. The two tables and DJing came from us. That's how hip hop got started, because of that genre. So we can always chase that history back. So Fat Joe was talking all kind of crazy stuff, you know, but he doesn't have the lineage how hip hop started. It comes out of the black experience. That's where it comes from. So, you know, that's just a fact of the nature. And so, him trying to claim it, then call us racist for claiming our heritage was crazy. And so, what he got was a backlash. And then they started going through his paperwork of Fat Joe being anti-black. They started going through his paperwork of him being an anti-black bastard. That's what he's been, anti-black. And so they went through his paperwork, and it goes back to the beginning when black people you guys always want to bring these people in your culture, like an Eminem and all these fuck boys. And I'm glad African-American black people starting to understand it. You don't do that. They don't let you into their culture. Just like Beyonce was told not to do country music, even though she had the #1 country album in America. She was not invited to none of those country music awards. They didn't acknowledge her, and they told her to stop. Stop doing her own culture. Because white people now believe that's their culture because we put it down. Right? But it had always been our culture. So, give me a second. It had always been our culture, and it had always been our culture, and so us going back to pick it back up caused a lot of disrespect, because see, everybody's racist towards us, and they say, how dare Beyonce do country music? Motherfucker, it's hers. It's not yours. She's got the right to do country music because it's hers. Black Americans created country music, not you. But we put it down so long that white people picked it up and now claimed it as theirs. But instead of them being friendly towards her doing the songs, it was nothing but straight hatred towards her. Straight hate. And that's what she got, straight hate. So so this is what you see all the time, the culture vulture. You would let them in your culture, and then they would claim it to be theirs. That's what happened with rock and roll. Remember, we created rock and roll. Now they got some white man as the king of rock and roll, right? Elvis Presley, all his music was stolen. I mean, literally stolen from all black people. They never got paid a dime. He became a multi-millionaire off of cosplaying black people. And they were never compensated. Nothing. Right? Never compensated. So even when they got mad with Michael Jackson claiming to be the king of pop, so white people would be disrespectful to Michael. He's a so-called. He's so-called. Why is he so-called? We created pop music too. He's the biggest pop icon. Why wouldn't he be the king of it? See, they try to take their genres and put a white face on it. And that's what they've been doing to hip-hop. Trying to put white people in the shit. And that's why you got people talking about Eminem's the best rapper, the best hip-hop. You out your fucking mind. That's what they'll do. They'll put somebody in your genre and claim they're the best in something you created. And so Fat Joe started talking crazy and greasy about black Americans being, oh, it's just some kind of racism going on. And so now he's been chin-checked by black Americans. And so he was going to host the fake. Nobody watches that BT Award shit. That shit's controlled by white people. It's all degenerate. As I told you, I haven't watched that shit in 25 years. It's all fucked up. But anyway, because black people don't own black entertainment TV anymore. He sold it like 25 years ago. And it's nothing but a scene of complete degeneracy. So black people have left BET alone, at least black Americans have. That doesn't represent us. That's complete garbage. You got your Nicki Minaj's and your other garbage motherfuckers in there. Your Cardi B, these other garbage pale people. But black Americans left BET alone. It's really for the other people who don't know, we're not really part of our culture. It's nothing but garbage now. And so they probably came to Fat Joe said, man, we got to take you. We can't allow you to host. The people saying they're not fucking with you. And so the people saying that they're not fucking with you. And so that probably has become the point that they're talking about. And so now he's been canceled from doing the show.
Let me share this video here.
Go ahead, Joe.
No.
TV. Man, we back with another video. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing help up from the better understanding. Fat Joe just announced that he will not be at the BET Awards. He's just passing it down to 2 Chainz, which is cap. We know the pressure from the FBA's made him have to step down. The people who own BET is not even black, so they're not finna put somebody up there who's saying the N-word and they're trying to get the black crowd on deck. It ain't gonna work. It's just... So Fat Joe felt like, him bowing out, saying this is gonna give him some credibility. Check this out. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate it.
We got a legend here.
Thank you. I resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing, so he said, "Yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host." I said, "You know what, my brother, you could be the host next year."
You passed the torch officially.
Yeah. The 2 Chainz. I mean, BET don't know that.
Joe the liar. Joe the liar. So listen, Joe just said, BET, let him talk for a little bit more, man, and we're gonna congratulate the win. Keep it moving.
Sidebar with 2 Chainz. Yeah. He was like, "Yo, I really want to do that." I was like, "No question."
I love that.
He was like, no question, when 2 Chainz just out the blue said he want to do it. Fat Joe, get the full clip. How the heck, bruh? That don't make no sense.
Let me see if I can find the full video of him just talking. The reaction is...
Yeah, so I don't know if it was what he said the FBAs, but what it is black Americans. They were just talking about the FBA. So what you seen was a lot of disrespect, and it was a lot of disrespect, and so.
Craft, design, and launch NFTs effortlessly across multiple blockchains. From generating high-quality visual advanced art.
Go ahead, Joe.
Something that infuriated Black Americans and Blacks. BET Awards. Now, a little bit of the backstory is Fat Joe was on Math Hoffa's podcast when he said something that infuriated Black Americans and Blacks from all over the world. I'm going to play the video of Fat Joe stepping down.
Nah, it did infuriate Matt Hoffa because Matt Hoffa is a Jamaican. He's a Jamaican. See, most of Jamaicans are coon. We'll keep it up. Most Jamaicans and Nigerians are coon. It didn't offend Matt Hoffa. He's not part of the culture. He's a Jamaican. And so he got called out. He shut his page down. He got that work. You know, you play that fuck shit in Jamaica, nigga, but not in America. You grin and smile with white folks if you want to, talking crazy about Black Americans who created stuff. We're going to check that ass. Remember, he took down his little Twitter post and everything else. He went incognito for a little while trying to apologize because they were canceling his ass. You know, these Jamaican niggas, that's why Jamaica's all fucked up. They never fought for shit. Remember, Marcus Garvey came to America. Jamaicans never fought for a goddamn thing. They're weak as shit. I'm going to keep it 100. We're going all the way in today about the rest of Black people around the globe. The Jamaicans are weak as fuck. Don't fight for nothing. That's why the society is fucked up. And these Jamaicans want to come get this work, come get it. That's why the Chinese are there taking over right now. And you're running everywhere you can go. You're in England, you're in America, Canada, whatever island you go to. But, you know, in America, you're going to get checked. And just like Sister Michelle said when her husband came back, had to go to New York, was in the Jamaican community, how they were disrespectful to him. That's how they are. You got to smack a Jamaican in the mouth. I don't care if Jamaica like, Joey don't really know about Jamaica. She can love their music all day. I'm talking about them as a people. They're backstabbing cowards. That's who they are as a people. Huh?
We have Jamaicans here too.
You don't got a lot of Jamaicans in Kenya. You got a few, not a lot. That's why they came to Kenya, because they were running away from Jamaica.
I'm saying that our George guy, we have Samuel, we have Jamaica.
Oh yeah, those are Jamaicans. I love. There's a few. Yeah, those are riders. Even George Guy told you too. George Guy told you about Jamaica. He's Jamaican. He told you that they are. I'm gonna tell you what they are. George Guy. Even Samuel told you that. Child, they both honest. I've been around these cowardly ass niggas. You know, they'll sell their mama for somebody white. You know, shit. They're traitors as hell. That's their culture. Some butt dancing, butt flicking. Go ahead.
I'm as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because, real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing, so he said, "Yo, let me host." I know I could be a good host. Yeah. 2 Chainz. I mean, BT don't.
That ain't what. You know that's a lie. 2 Chainz said, "Let me host it." That's a lie. I can be a better host. Why you got some non-black person being the host of something called Black Entertainment Television Awards? This guy ain't even black. Why would he be the host? Why would we be all inclusive with some motherfucker who ain't even black? Because it doesn't belong to us guys. Black people don't own BET no more. That was sold 25 years ago. And it's all debauchery. And remember, they see that culture out there around the world. They think that represents Black Americans. That Black Americans are all debaucherous and fucked up. Excuse me, guys. My voice is still going out. That's why I couldn't do the shows this weekend. My voice. Oh. Excuse my voice, guys. It's just coming back. So him not understanding a black culture. See, black people always been loving. We're loving people. Let everybody come eat at the table, and that's a no-no. Because everybody's not like us. Everybody's not like us. They'll come in and shit on you, make money from me, then leave. See, they get to go back to being white anytime they want. And shout out to, have you seen any of these fake white rappers in any of our protests? When we're fighting for justice, where was Eminem fighting for any justice at? Where was he at? Nowhere. When Tamir Rice got shot in the head, when Trayvon Martin got shot, where was this Eminem bastard at? They don't share your culture. I mean, your pain. Your pain. They want it. They want you to eat up the stuff that's making money, but they don't want to share your pain with you. They want to eat up the stuff that makes money, and your culture makes them money. And then they want to shit up. Then they want to shit in your face. They want to play in your face. And black people been so scared because now they got control of they now monetized your culture against you. Because if you say something bad about them, they now own your culture. Like all these white people trying to be R&B song singers, and they suck. The Post Malones, these other white people, they stink. But shout out to Stephanie Mills. Stephanie Mills told you the truth. They want our music, but without us. They want our creation, but without us. And it's finally black people got a backbone and said, you can't have our culture. You can't cosplay us in our face and make millions of dollars. That's not gonna be acceptable. We don't get to play. We don't get to be in the latest kung fu movie as black people. That's Chinese people shit. We don't get to say, oh, we're gonna be in the next Jet Li movie, kicking and flying through the air. That's their culture. That's their shit. So it's about protecting what's yours. Like I told you, there's a Latino girl who understood this problem. She's talking about a black Latino, I don't like a black Latin, just say a black African woman that speaks Spanish that was taken to Portugal and Brazil Brazil and Colombia by the Spanish and the Portuguese. And now all their music, which was African, Afro-Latino, still African, and now all the biggest artists are white people. And the white Latins, the white Spaniards, and the white Portuguese. But motherfuckers like a Shakira, the Shakira broad, singing African music, being the biggest star, making millions of dollars of our culture. That's nothing but disdain and disrespect. And so, shout out to her. I understand why I agree black Americans now protecting their culture. Because we as African people, let everybody in. We give everybody a seat at the table, and then they make $1 million and shit on us. You see, you look at the Afro-Latino songs, it's all white people. And every bit of that is African music. I laugh because I know it is, lady. I know it's African music. And if you don't gut check people, they'll sit at your table, eat your shit, and then call you a motherfucker as they walk out the door. Okay? So that's what. So Fat Joe is just getting chin checked, and I'm sure the rate. Put this up, Joe. Let's see what the ratings are. Say. Let's ask Google. Say, ask Google this, Joe. Say, are the BET Awards viewers in decline? Is the BET Awards show viewers in decline? There's nobody watching that debauchery shit. Let me know what you get. Is the BET Awards viewership in decline? Oh shit, did I lose Joby? I think Joby froze, guys. Oh, shout out to Big Cheese, Big Cheese. I seen your donate. I seen your donation, brother, a couple days ago. Appreciate that. Oh, there go Joby. She back. You back, Joby? Maybe I messed up. Is Joby? Can you guys hear Joby? Is it me?
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me, Kit? Okay, I'm back. So let me go back to where we were. Continue.
Started on the Math Hoffa podcast where Fat Joe was talking about the origins or asked about the origins of hip hop, and he went at
Joby,
the
can you hear me?
FBA, the Foundation.
Can you hear me, Joby? Pause it for a second. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it for a
Yeah, I
second.
can hear you. Can you hear me?
Ask, yeah, I hear you good. Ask Google, say, is the BET Awards viewership in decline? Is the BET Awards viewership in decline? There's nobody watching that shit anymore. Because that whole thing is debaucherous. That debaucherous culture goes worldwide. And see, and that's the vision the Jays want of black people. It's debaucherous. It's all full of filth, garbage.
Come again. I lost you for a minute.
Oh, you lost me. Okay. Once you ask Google, say, is the BET Awards viewership in decline?
So they're saying, according to audience data shared today by the
Say it again, Joby. You broke up. Well, I broke up.
network and producer.
You broke up, Joby. Say it again. What is
So
it
they're saying
saying?
it went low.
Yeah, it went low.
They're saying,
Yeah, so it's
according
been
to
low.
the audience data shared today by the network and popular producer, the 2021 BT Awards simulcast reached 2.4 last year.
Yeah, he was going in and out, Joby. Yeah, so the viewership is gone. I think Joby's in there acting up because I damn broadband got cut over there. They working on it, so I think Joby went out again. Yeah, there she go. Back. She's back. I'm trying to get back. So what we have, guys, is that Fat Joe was forced to step down because of anti-black hatred. And him trying to now save face by, I just decided to let 2 Chainz do it since I'd already did it before and to give him the spotlight. Ain't nobody even watching that shit. The other blacks outside the country are watching it. And that's where they get that debaucherous view of us. Other black people like in Africa, Jamaica, other people watching that shit. Black Americans ain't watching that shit. And that's where they get that debaucherous view. Looking at a fucked up Nicki Minaj or a fucked up product. They not even black Americans. Cardi B's from Nicki Minaj is from fucking Trinidad, Tobago. She's not no black American. So they've allowed these other people to come into our culture and bastardize it to make it filthy. It's garbage. But they had no problem with it because even the black people that came into it wanted to get rich. And so when we lost control of it, they allowed the Cardi B's and the Nicki Minaj and all these filth mongers in there. And shout out to Gene, and see if you guys find Gene Dean's one of his last interviews before he died. He said he said when they got control of hip hop, they took it out of New York to also dirty it up and to give these other people because they wouldn't ask that much money. Remember when they took it to the South and they took it to all these foreign Negroes because they wouldn't ask for the same kind of money that black Americans would ask for that lived in New York or LA. That's why they took it also down south. Down here where I'm at, these southern Negroes would just do anything for any money. Because the South, we know, it's poor. It's the poorest part of the country. And so that's what Gene was saying. That's why you see all these Negroes, people think these are black Americans. Nicki Minaj is not a black American. Cardi B is not a black American. Kodak Black, all these people are not black Americans. They did that on purpose because they didn't mind destroying a culture that they were never part of. They say, hey, that's not us. And making it filthy. And so what you see out to the world, people see BET, they think that's black American culture. And it's not. It's garbage, it's filthy. And so Fat Joe and these other white people, they had no problem in destroying our culture, because that doesn't reflect bad on him, because he's not black. It has nothing to do with him. So go ahead, Joe, play your video.
And right after the video was released, there was a firestorm of people that went after Math Hoffa and the co-host.
Yeah, they went after Matt Hoffa. Matt Hoffa, exactly. Matt Hoffa's a Jamaican. He's all these Jamaican niggas. He's all these Jamaican niggas that got checked. You motherfuckers better get your ass back to Jamaica. You don't let this motherfucker come and talk this fuck shit about black Americans. You know, we had to call you. I told you it's chicken cat's paperwork. And it's not no hate to the other Africans. But if you're not right, you getting chin checked, nigga. You getting chin checked. And they chin checked his Jamaican ass. Why you ain't say nothing? Well, I'm a Jamaican, then shut the fuck up. Why are you in there talking about black American culture then? Since you're Jamaican, and you shut your fucking mouth then. I can't go to Kenya and speak on Kenyan culture. I wouldn't know nothing about it. It wouldn't be my place. You know, I'm African. It wouldn't be my place to be disrespectful. I shut my mouth. And that's what you Jamaican niggas are gonna start doing. I've been said that about you Jamaican niggas. I don't trust you Jamaican niggas. I don't. Y'all bootlicking coons. That's probably why I don't rock with that reggae shit. I know you as a people. Y'all bootlicking white ass kisses. That's probably why I don't rock with that. I don't rock with that Jamaican shit. Go ahead, Joe.
Not all of them. Sorry.
Not all of them. Not all of them. That's right. The majority of them. No.
Nat Taylor, who's one of the co-hosts on the Math Hoffa podcast on today, and he explained like he didn't even know what the FBA was. And honestly, me, I kind of didn't know what it was until I heard Tariq Nasheed talking about it maybe a year or so ago. So pardon my ignorance or whatever the case may be, but this goes deep. This is something that we have to kind of unpack layer by layer, because even Gat was saying this. Come in New York, New Jersey, Philly, you know, Puerto Ricans and black people grew up in the same areas. You know, they dated each other, that they were with each other.
No. Those pause it. Pause it. That's a lie. That's all you coon ass niggas who want to chase non-black ass. They were never down with. They lived in the same area. There was never no cohesive mixing. That was always you coon niggas who hated black women who wanted to go after strange ass. We gonna keep it 100. All you coon niggas like a Camish who want strange ass besides black women. It's all you fuck boys. So there was never no intermingling. They might have lived in the same poor neighborhoods, but always segregated. Always. That's just a fact. There's never been no melting pot between us and them. That's why the disrespect has always been so palpable. That's why the disrespect has been so palpable. Because it's not that those I lived in Philly. You guys know Philly's got the same kind of fake melting. There's a bunch of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans that live in Philly too, about 3 hours south of New York. They there, and it ain't no damn melting pot. And it ain't no melting pot in LA where you just got the Mexicans. There's no melting pot of black people and Mexicans in no fucking LA. Does not exist. So this shit he talking about, I don't know, this some Disney fantasy he's talking about. You wasn't dating their ass and none of that shit. They were racist as shit. And the fact they had black blood, they were the most, they remember, Puerto Ricans are nothing but mulattoes who want to claim to be Spaniards. They were the rape victims of the Spaniards. But they're anti-black. Because remember, their race is called whitening up the race. That's the culture in South and the Caribbean. You must make the race whiter, lighter. So you got your one grandmother hiding in the black grandma hiding in the closet. Like I seen a TikTok video of the she looked white but her grandmother was black, and they were mad because she showed it was some Spanish TikTok video show, and her comments blew up. Why you had to show her? Why you ain't show? Because she's my grandmother. Because they know for them, it's called making the race better by making it white, not black. So they have nothing but anti-black hatred. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm going to go through the comments as we get closer to winding up. I see Cheese in the building. Karibu Sana, Keisha Williams. I see you, and to everyone who's just joining in. I see Jiba earlier, you're saying, let me start where I left. Okay. Ajwa Mosquito says Fat Joe really shot himself in the foot. He should have just kept his mouth shut.
Shut up. Exactly. He doubled down on his craziness because he thinks there's a weight that you have with black people. See, people used to talking to black people crazy and getting away with it. There's a level of disrespect that black people have endured and just allow that, oh, well, it's okay, that's all, turn the other cheek, and all that fake Bible shit. And black people say, no, we're not turning on the other cheek. You talk crazy about us, we're going to smack you in the mouth. Who you talking to? You're a guest at this table. You are a guest. So you don't talk crazy. If I'm a guest at Joby's, I'm not going to start talking crazy to Joby. Joby, this food is all fucked up, and your furniture sucks. You get put out the house. You know? Okay. Tell me, what's this Ugali? Tell me, what you watching on TV, huh?
I'm gonna beat you with a pan as I kick you out. Take the
So, Zach, so you don't go.
Else.
Yeah, so you don't go to nobody's house being disrespectful, and they invite you as a guest, and then try to kick him out of their own culture. So he just been called out, and so now when they did his paper, they started finding all these representations of him being racist throughout the years. That's what they found him being racist.
I also see
so-
John Mosquito says Fatso. You're crazy. Juba Juba says I can't name one Fat Joe song. He's irrelevant as
Of course.
entertainment expert to spark controversy. And I also see Jason says Jamaicans are too busy chasing humanized ass. I also see we have Big Cheese says a lot of Caribbeans in America unfortunately are the side of fat, and the Latinos is crazy. Okay. I also see Jerome Mosquito says I better not laugh at Jamaicans too much, otherwise Brother Keith might come for Ghanaians. You better not. I'm telling you myself. You better not. You better not. I love Jamaicans. You guys. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what to say past that. It's different experiences, so I can't put myself in the same shoes as you. So, nah, I'm not gonna reciprocate the same energy. Jiba says, is his daddy white with a Rican mom? That is for John Oshua. Shout out to you, David Brown. Been a minute. Hope you're doing amazing. Nice to see you. Happy New Year to you too. And I also see he says, I never liked Fat Joe, so I'm with his fake ass being checked. I bet I left BT decades ago. And John Mosquito says, BT has been in decline since most black people found out it was owned by non-black people. And I also see Jiba says, BT has a Taylor Perry channel. It's an N-themed programming. Big Jesus says, you never see Latinos allow a black person to call Latinos spit or derogatory. I can't read that. And derogatory names, okay? And like allowed for okay. Whatever you say, Big Cheese. Whatever you said. And also see Jiba Jaba says, I'd rather watch a full football match than BT Awards. Oh, I thought you guys don't like soccer though. I thought you guys don't like soccer at all.
We don't like soccer. That's why we don't like soccer. That's why they're saying they rather watch a full soccer match, which is boring, than watch BET. That's how bad BET is. That's what they're saying, Joe.
Okay, Joe says, damn, Kodak Black is not Black America. I'm surprised as to you. John Mosquito, we were talking about Kodak Black earlier, actually. I also see Jiba says Philadelphia is a segregated, like all cities, is segregated like all cities.
Exactly. We come together and it's all a melting pot. Are you crazy? Philadelphia has the same kind of people they got up in New York, and it's segregated as hell. Exactly. Sound crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Big Cheese says this guy is lying. If a Latino caught a black dude in their neighborhood dating one of their women, you'd have to fight your life. Yeah. You'd have to fight your life, but they can come and pick our women how they want, or our women. Are we the problem? Are we the problem? I don't know. Or our men the problem? I don't know.
Yeah, it's got with the coons. It's about colorism. We got the coons. They want to chase non-black ass, Joe. They want strange ass.
Yeah, they look funny, but Joe's legs look funny. I agree with you, Joe Mosquito too. I agree with you on that. I've always found them very funny. But personally, what I'd say is that we'll have to recreate the culture. But the question is who? Because if you talk about the coonery, while majority of the celebrities we have who can make a change have also accepted the whole system to be run the same. No one has ever come forth to who has actually come forth to clarify that BT is not a non-black or is not really owned by any black people, despite its, representing black people till to date. Which celebrity has come forth to actually speak openly, hey, this is not run the way majority of you viewers or how we expected when you came in the industry? I bet no one. The same thing goes back to even that's what I love kind of referring back to, what's her name? This actress. What's her name?
What actress you talking about?
What's her name? The one who lost her job. What's her name?
Bunch of them lose their job. Lost their job doing what, Joe? It's the actors that lost their jobs. A bunch of actors lose their jobs.
The one we've been talking about last year. What's her name? Oh, why am I forgetting her name?
He just went that way. Yeah. He just went that way. He called you. He just came when I tried to go around. He came out this way and went down there somewhere.
I forgot her name. I don't know, but I'm just trying to refer the same way when we had this black actress who came out to complain about not being paid well.
Oh, Taraji P. Henson, but they didn't fire her.
Exactly, and Taraji P. So when she came to speak about not being paid well, how black people are being used in the industry and all that, it had to take all that whole years of depression.
Yeah, I ain't seen. You right about that because I ain't seen Taraji P. in no movie. I ain't seen Taraji P. in no movies.
So you can't speak out, been oppressed for years, you're being used, you're shining as a star, people thinking you have it all, in deep reality, really suffering. That's the same thing I'm saying about the BET.
That's right.
You can't actually, as much as you wanna come after Fat Joe or whatever, yeah, I understand what this all is coming from. But speak
your piece, Joby. Speak your piece. What are you trying to say? Spit it out.
Black celebrity has come out to speak out. Hey, this BT is no longer owned by the black community or controlled by none of us. We've been used. Who has come to speak about any of that? That's what I'm saying.
Because you ain't know all the actors and entertainers are all puppet and fucked up. They're not gonna say nothing. They getting a check. They want a check, Joby. They're not making no money as it is now.
Let them stay there. That's why they belong. They choose that. They are comfortable with that. So don't complain when you see a white man trying to take over while you can't actually speak out. Personally, I've been saying that since the beginning of this year. Black people want to be told things until it's affecting you. It's not really affecting you. The fact that you can't actually speak up, you're comfortable with the situation. That's just the truth. If you can't actually come speak up and understand how many people, generations are going to be oppressed because of the same bullshit, you're comfortable with that because you're gaining from it.
I agree with you. So, but we've been caught. But we're not the entertainers. We're the one calling them all out. So that's why the entertainers are running scared. So it takes the masses, Joby, not the puppets. The talkers, the masses that are now calling out. That's why now he's stepping down. You're right. It wasn't the entertainers that called him out. It was the streets. It was the regular folks said no, hell no. That's exactly right. So you're right. So it's time for black people to stop being comfortable being disrespected. So I agree with you. So that's what they're doing.
Exactly. You're too comfortable in the disrespect, man. You gotta wake up, be unapologetic, move with the confidence. That's why I began with that video I began with. And K. Williams was telling me, move on from that lady. But talking about the melanism and our color, we're so disrespected because of our color, and we have to own our own respect back. Okay? True. We have to own it. We have to stand by it. If you don't, no one will. The fact that we know this as black people, we're gonna keep on raising generations of the same traumas, weakness, same depression, and all that. True. So if those who actually have the opportunity to make a change, if they can't speak up, they're in the industry. The Taraji P's, the Taylor Perry's, yes, we're calling them out. But the fact that they can't just make a change, I don't know how we could. We can literally remove them from the industry itself, but someone
start,
has to
it's right. You start watching their movies. You start watching their shows. You start watching BET. Start watching it. Let it see. They need our attention. See, our attention is currency. We stop paying attention to these bastards. That's what you do.
So from that, we'll have to recreate again. The same thing takes me back to, let's say,
you built from the bottom.
Doing, recreating something different, not the norm. So you'll have to have new people who have different mindsets, who understand the depression that has been and the traumas, where you have to be a bootlicker, you have to be sucking whatever, you have to do all that kind of crazy things, you have to be fucking babies.
You got to own it, Joe. You got to support with black people. So like Society Big Chief. Big Chief gave us a donation, and shout out to the other brother who gave us a donation. I forgot you won't never tell us your name, brother. Shout out to you that sent the donation. Most black people do not, even on the bottom. You gotta put your money where your mouth is if you want better, Joby. Problem is that everything's been funded by people that hate us. And so that's why all the music is garbage. That's why all the videos we've seen is garbage. That's why every damn black woman's got her butt cheeks out and her coochie popping and all this crazy stuff. That was never when every music started. We was always respectable. Now we look like now every black woman has got to be a whore. Like what is this? What is this garbage? Every black woman's not supposed to be a whore. I'm a rapping whore. Got my coochie and watching all this debauchery shit. So they take us our culture, then they navigate it to filth because they want to have us the dirtiest people out there. At one time, black people in America were the most moral people on the planet because everything we did was always morality. Now we're not because of the image has been completely destroyed over the last 3 years with that rap shit. They see us as it's all called, of course it's propaganda, it's brainwashing, but brainwashing works, So it made us we went from the most morally right people to the most debaucherous, fucked up, can't talk, can't put a sentence together. And that causes, and when people see you like that, they dehumanize you. Now they can now start to genocide you. Because they said, what kind of value do you have as a person? There's no humanity in you. So they dehumanized us on TV. And that's on purpose. That's how you genocide people. You must dehumanize them first, and then you start to genocide them, and that's what they've done. We look at the BET and all these goofy, the NAACP, all these fake black awards. They're all degenerate. We don't own them. They're all debaucherous institutions, dirtying our, making us look crazy as a people. And so other people see that around the world, and they now dehumanize us because the shows are dehumanizing. They destroyed us as a people. And so to take back that, you must start funding what you want to see. So that's why this year when we get everything up and running, I'm going to start putting out TV. Since we got on TV channels, I got to be the one to put out, find directors and people to put out good content, good TV and good movies. I got to fund it. Because if we want to put it out there, we got to do it. It's completely... we don't want to see no Tyler Perry shit. He's completely compromised. He can compromise when they first started his ass. His movies are straight garbage. He was put out there to destroy the culture even more, and that's what he's done. That's why I said that movie you seen with that's the first good movie I guess he made in 30 years, 25 years about the women post cares you were talking about. That's why I asked you, do they got a big black man who's a criminal in it? Every Tyler Perry movie has a black guy who's beating up on a black woman. Every movie gotta have a dark-skinned black man beating up on a woman, just knocking her ass out and all this crazy shit. Is that black men are violent? Every movie. That's why I asked. I said, Joey, they have a black man beating up a black woman in there on that movie. Every movie, Tyler Perry's gotta have a big dark-skinned black man beating up on black women. Every movie. So, and people start asking.
We have to change that perception.
Yeah, perception
of black people, especially black Americans, because I've also said the same. We grew up thinking the same, drug dealers, just shooting, cracking. because that's what
Yeah,
you
before we
see.
leave. Yeah, before we leave, I'm gonna have Joby pull up Diamond Hansu. Exactly. Pull up this real quick, Joby. Say this name right here. Say Diamond Hansu talks about being 25 years in Hollywood and not getting paid. Like Joby just said. This dude's been in big budget movies. I mean, God, this motherfucker been in blockbuster after blockbuster after blockbuster. He said, "I'm still poor." God damn.
Okay, so that during the weekend, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. This dude's been in blockbusters after blockbuster after blockbuster. He's still poor. It's crazy. They've been paying his ass. They say, "Yeah, I'm still struggling. Still not making any money." Wait for Windows to show up. Wait for Windows to show up. I'm still not making any money. Still broke. Exactly right. Exactly right, Big Cheese. Yeah. I'm in this warehouse. The warehouse making a lot of noise. Yeah, we're not allowed to control our image nowhere in the world. When we start controlling, it's always wholesome. Then they get control of it because we want more money, or they kill us. You go back in the 50s and 60s and see how we acted.
Would change in terms of
yes, it, Joby.
representation in what you
That's
see.
Oh, Larry Mad. Oh, wow.
Since you started out to what's being produced now.
Yes, quite a bit has changed. I must say, because of course, when I came out with Amistad, I was nominated for a Golden Globe, but they ignored me for the Oscars, talking about the fact that they thought that I had just came off the where Steven Spielberg for this film, and even though I successfully did that,
He's talking about Amistad, Joe, but that's that movie you showed about a year and a half ago about the slavery movie when they was all jumping off the boat. That was his first movie. When all those guys were enslaved and they were jumping off the boat.
For whom we should pay any respect to. So this conceptual idea of diversity and all that, it still has a long way to go. Systemic racism don't change like that anytime soon. I mean, I'm still struggling trying to make a living.
After 30 years in this business?
After, let's speak, 30 years, let's say like maybe the first 10 years was really trying to, sort of acclimate myself to the industry.
And then establish yourself.
Establish myself. I've been in this business and making films now over 2 decades, and still,
you're black.
With 2 Oscar nominations, been in many big blockbuster films, and yet I have,
he's talking about the financially. He's the black Taraji P. Henson, Joby. I'm not getting paid.
Definitely underpaid.
Growing up, you're one of the first big black actors that I saw in big budget films. So it's mind-boggling to me.
Not something that you can deal with lightly. It's rooted in so many things that we do across the board, and you don't overcome it. You just have to sort of like you have to cope with it, and survive the best way you can.
What do you hope your legacy acting for your
do something for my continent and do something for my people in general, and to champion this idea of reconciliation and reconnection with the motherland. I just hope that I have contributed to change the narrative about our people and the continent.
Okay, that's crazy.
What's crazy that he broke? that dude been in like 100 blockbusters, big ass movies, and he broke. That dude's been,
I don't want to.
that dude's been in big movies, not them low budget Tyler Perry movies. That dude's been in big movies and he's still broke. That's because we don't own it, guys. Yeah, we don't own it. Understand? When you see most black actors, guys, they're broke, they're poor because Hollywood does not respect black people. You're getting the minimum, and where else you gonna go? Damn sure you can go to Nollywood. That's even less money. So he's a Hollywood black actor. He's supposed to be making the best of the best, and he's getting paid peanuts. As Taraji said, so most black people in Hollywood, that's why they're always bootlickers. So that's what you guys understand. What every time they got sell the soap and betray black people, they always want to do it. He's probably one of them too. I haven't heard him say nothing crazy, but he ain't stood up for nothing. So you've been told, sit down, shut up, don't mention anything black, and you're gonna be out. Your black ass is gonna be out of here. Because remember, that's the devil's bargain. You're not allowed to ever say anything about the black struggle. You say anything, your ass is up out of here. So he's already broke too. So he's not gonna open his mouth. I mean, these things are wrong. He's gonna be quiet about his racism. It's just not fair. He hasn't been all nice. He didn't say it was racism. He just said, I'm just struggling with my pay and stuff, and it's kind of unfair sometimes.
After how many years?
Well, he don't got a backbone, Joby, and he also went out the strength. He got him some strange ass, Joby. He didn't want no black woman. See, and you always find these coons.
Yeah, I'd rather even leave you with that money. You're not gonna oppress me. Trust me. You're not gonna oppress me. I've left people with my money. I'm gonna leave you with that money. You're not gonna oppress me. Okay, you're not gonna make me feel like oh no.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
for the opportunity, but I believe I
He's a-
deserve better.
Of course, that's why you're gonna stand up, and they're gonna get rid of your ass, Joby. You're gone.
It's okay.
No more.
It's okay. Yeah.
All right,
And that's
well.
why I'm saying I deserve better. And because the fact I
You
know I
do?
deserve better, I'm gonna be led towards better because I know I
Sure.
deserve better.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
See, and Diamond Hunts, who got him, he wanted some strange ass. He didn't want a black woman, so that's why he's a coon. He got him some strange ass. Exactly right. It's another an Asian woman. He wanted to get him some strange ass. What her name? Kimora Simmons was married to his ass and took him through the cleaner. He didn't have no money, so she couldn't sue him for no money because she the one who had the money. He was broke. so I think the Asian woman wouldn't let him see his child for like 5 or 6 years or some shit. See, all you Negroes who keep going out of the race and getting strange booty cheeks, you need to go back to the black woman. Stop trying to get strange ass. Knock it off.
The end of the show today. Thank you.
Yo, be in Hollywood, chilling. Be a little white guy, want to give us some strange penis.
Everyone has been with a minute.
It'd be some white guy want to get drunk. Say, I can make you a star, Joe, be in Hollywood on the beach. Oh, you're so lovely. I can make you a Hollywood star. But first, I got to put some strange penis in you.
Get out of my face. That's what you gotta do. Get out of my face. That's not true. That's just give me excuse me. Yeah.
I get some strange. I can't do nothing. I got to take you back one of these Hollywood hills, young lady. We're gonna get to drinking, have a good time, and then my strange penis gonna pop out.
Transactions for offers.
Would you like to be in my latest movie?
No. Right there. Thank you so much.
All right.
Everyone
What's up, guys?
has been with us here on Rumble. Apologies for our internet misbehaving today, but we hope tomorrow it will be back to normal. We'll try to communicate to Safaricom and see what's happening. Thank you once again.
Shamani said the cables are cut.
Yeah, it's fiber cut. Yeah. The good thing with Safaricom, you'll know what's up. It's not like the other guy. If there's a fiber cut, you'll know from here, so you'll just know what's up. And once you communicate with them, they'll tell you how long it will take, or how it will be communicated. But much
Damn, Jim Mosquito,
tomorrow.
Damn, Jim Mosquito, you know who Diamond Hunsu is? Man, you look at movies. And shout out to Teppo. Teppo, if you're watching, I got your new email. So I guess you come back when you're ready to mess with Joby and General Mosquito some more.
Peace.
Oh, Jodeci, those alcoholic Negroes.